Namaste and hello everyone. I welcome all of you on day 36 of our workshop. And today we are going to meditate for 20 minutes. Meditation is going to be led by Monica ji, and we are going to read chapter 22 before your very eyes. So let's dive deep into the meditation first.
Hello everyone. Let's get ready for meditation tonight. Please sit in a comfortable posture. Dim your lights if possible. Sit cross-legged or lock your feet. Interlock your fingers and keep palms on your lap facing upwards. Remove spectacles if you are wearing any. And gently close your eyes. Now we will take 3 deep breaths. And we can exhale through our mouth. With each exhalation, we can relax our body. Now let's relax our body by scanning it and giving command to our tensed, stiff body parts to get relaxed. You can specially check your knee joints, thighs, buttocks, lower back, upper back, neck, shoulder, your hands. If your shoulders are too tight, please drop them. Relax your shoulders completely. Check your facial muscles, especially in your eyes and your cheeks muscle. Relax them. If any stiffness is found, if any tension is found, just give a command of relaxation to that body part. Now gently start observing your incoming and outgoing breath. Observe the movement of air when you are inhaling, the movement of air in your body, and when you are exhaling, the movement of different body parts. You can focus on your breath near your nostrils or on your chest movement or on your stomach near navel. Whenever any thought arises, please do not get engaged in thoughts. Just ignore them. And as soon as you realize that you are thinking, you are getting engaged in your thoughts, gently bring back attention to your breaths. No judgment, no comments, no building up on thoughts. Just observe them coming and going. This music has its own energy and it is helping us to focus on our breath. These are just the tools for better focus. You should always try to become independent of using any tools for focusing. Keep observing your natural, tender breaths. Keep focusing on your breath. Observe the changes that may have come in your breathing pattern. Your breaths may have become more deeper, more longer. You may have started observing the gap between inhalation and exhalation, and also a gap between exhalation and inhalation. If possible for you, start meditating on the gap between exhalation and the next inhalation. And it's okay if you don't observe the gap, it's perfectly fine. Maintain a lovely smile on your face. Gentle, lovely smile on your face. Last 2 minutes of our meditation. Now gently bring your attention to your heart center, which is in the middle of the chest bone, or you can bring your attention to your heart. We'll give gratitude to universe for all the good things, for all good relationships, for all good people in our lives. Thank universe for whatever we have, whatever we are today. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. You are breathing from your heart center or from your heart. Now send out lots of love to yourself and everyone around you, your family members, relatives, friends, neighbors, colleagues. If you feel there is still love to be shared, then send your love vibration to each and everything around you, to trees, plants, birds, animals, rivers, mountains, oceans, all the people in your country, continent, around the world. Entire world, entire earth is vibrating with love energy. There is only pure love inside you and outside you. You have become pure love. Now, gently we'll come out of meditation. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Become aware of your surrounding, your physical body. Unlock your fingers and keep your palms in a cup shape on your eyes. Gently open your eyes inside your palms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Smile in your face and gratitude in your heart. Someone. Thank you, Dream Master. Thank you, each and everyone over here, for tonight's wonderful meditation. Thank you, one. Thank you all.
Thank you, Monica ji, for such a lovely meditation. It was really deep and relaxing. Today, we have Bernard Muhia as a guest reader. He is a journalist from Nairobi, and he loves to be introduced as an extension of abundance, an extension of universe, an extension of source energy, and also an extension of creator. So he's going to read the chapter 22 before your very eyes. Today is the 36th day, and we all know Riyaji. Riyaji is also here to give us a deep insight about the chapter. So let's start. Ask a question to Bernard.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, can you please stop sharing the screen for a while? Bernard, your introduction was really beautiful. So just wanted to know that can you just explain us or give us little insight about the transformation that you have experienced in your life?
Thank you so much. Well, I've been picking bits and pieces from here and there, and that's how I've been feeling. And when Kunamji asked me to do the reading, and that's the introduction that just came to mind, and I just flowed with it.
How do you relate that you are connected to the universe and you feel you as the source of energy?
Well, we all are, in a way, an extension of the universe, an extension of source energy, an extension of abundance. The abundance bit, I came to add it later as I've been doing the meditation. I would also like to thank Nehaji for inviting me to the meditation. It's been awesome. I'm feeling more relaxed. I've been doing a lot of the exercises. Right now, the words "thank you" just float in my mind when I'm not even thinking about it, and I just feel that gratitude. Sometimes I don't even have anything that I'm specific that I'm being thankful for, but I just feel the word "thank you" floating in my mind and in my body, in my spirit.
Great.
So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being on the platform here.
Thank you for having me as well.
Thank you, Varna. Thank you for such a lovely introduction. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening and good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for sharing, Bernard. And thank you, Jigna ji, Monica ji, for the lovely meditation as well. Welcome, everybody, for today's chapter. I welcome you to the world of magic's world of your own dreams that we are all working on right now. I noticed that when we are focusing on our own dreams, and also when we are wishing well for others, it speeds up the process as well. That's what I've been noticing for myself. And if the more and more we wish well for other people around us, be it family members or people who we even don't know, people walking around us, and when we are giving them blessings from our side, like throw the magic dust on them, you know, that is kind of giving that gratitude for being alive, being for humanity. So that really makes a difference. You'll notice for yourself that, you know, you'll feel more and more gratitude from within, and your heart will be so full. And then you notice that you're actually being more and more connected to the universe. Also, the way Bernard also said that we are part of the universe, we are an extension of that. So we just have to find that connection again that has somewhere been lost, or we didn't know. And now that we're learning, so we should make that little extra step and move in the right direction and move on. I noticed since I've been connected with PMC and on this platform that it has really made me realize how high energy we are producing as we are meditating together and we share our positivity together. It's like mass gratitude that we're doing over here. And that's really made a difference in my life. And I'm sure other people have noticed the same for themselves. So it's a really beautiful feeling to be on this platform and be connected to everyone. And even individually or as a group, definitely it makes a huge difference to do mass gratitude, mass meditation makes a huge difference, because you're connecting to each and everyone's energies, and we are only spreading positivity out here. So that's really beautiful to be here. Another thing I wanted to share was one thing towards aiming our dreams and trying to fulfill them. What will make a slight difference will be that we are more disciplined in how we are being throughout our days, throughout our life, and wishing well for others. Like I said, that would be one or the other part that you could add in your life. And discipline not only means to be, everything on time, but having done a structure for yourself, how you would like to do your, everybody's busy working or taking care of their home or children. And in that time, you still have to find a structure that you're able to contribute and do the gratitude practices, the assignments wherever possible. If not all, at the end of it, as we are reaching further today, we are already on chapter 22, and there's 28 chapters. At the end of it, we will also summarize how you can apply a certain assignments on daily basis for yourself, and make your life the way you want it to be, because it's all in your hand, because you are the creator. So it's in our hands how we would like to live. So the more attention we will give onto that side, you will be able to see the differences and the magics coming your way. So I'm very grateful to all my mentors, all the teachers, all the masters on this platform as well. And I'm also very grateful to these great books that taught me who I am today. And I'm able to spread that little bit with you guys as well on this platform. So I'm very, very blessed that I was able to learn so many things. And I'm still open to learning new things, and spread the word of gratitude out to the world and make a difference. So let's move on to today's chapter. Bernard, thank you so much for being here and reading for us.
Thank you as well.
Yes, now you can share the reading, please.
Day 22, before your very eyes.
Is it visible, or I zoom in more?
Yes, you can zoom in a bit more. Thank you. This world, after all our science and sciences, is still a miracle. Wonderful, inscrutable, magical, and more so ever, and more to so whoever will think of it. A quote by Thomas Carlyle, lived between 1795 and 1881, was a writer and historian.
Yes. So this world, how it's been created for us, and we're living in this world, but it's everybody has their own perspective and looking at things. So the more and more gratitude, how we are learning, and when we're adding gratitude, we will make it more miraculous and wonderful and magical for everyone around us and for ourselves as well. So it's just a point of view. And gratitude obviously adds to anything that we are thinking of. And when we are adding gratitude, obviously things will start magically turn into a positive way for us.
7 years ago, when I first discovered the secret and the magical power of gratitude, I made a list of all my desires. It was a long list. At the time, there seemed to be no possible way my desires could come true. Nevertheless, I took my top 10 desires and I carried them with me on a piece of paper every day. Whenever I had an opportunity, I would take out my list and read through it, giving as much gratitude for each desire as I could, as though I had received it. With my number one desire, the desire I wanted more than anything else, I kept it constantly in my mind, and I would say the magic words, thank you, for it multiple times in a day, and feel as if it had come true. One by one, every desire on my list magically appeared before my very eyes. As I received my desires, I would cross them off my list. And when I had new desires, I would add them to my list.
Right. So this chapter is kind of connected to chapter number 13, when we actually wrote down our desires, how, all our wishes that we wanted to come true for us in the future. So this chapter is connected to that chapter number 13, as the author is explaining that the way we wrote down each sentences on each wish that we wrote down, now we will start feeling a little bit more deeper as we have moved on to chapter 22 from 13, that we have collected and earned all those gratitudes for ourselves. So we have now worked on ourselves that we are able to feel that the desire has come true. So every time that we are writing our desires, we are writing them in the present tense as if it's already come true. And then you started feeling more and more gratitude for that desire, and feel how would you feel about it when it has come true today. So that's the practice that we will further read, and it will be explained more in detail, that it's all about visualizing your desires. Okay.
One of my desires from my original long list was to travel to Bora Bora near Tahiti. After spending a beautiful week at the exact place in Bora Bora I had listed, another beautiful thing happened. I was flying to the mainland of Tahiti on my way home when the airplane stopped en route to pick up passengers. The flight had been empty, but it filled to the brim with native Tahitians, and suddenly, laughter, smiling faces, and a happiness that was palpable surrounded me. As I enjoyed the short flight with these beautiful people, it became crystal clear to me the reason why they were so happy. They were grateful. They were grateful to be alive. They were grateful to be on the airplane. They were grateful to be with each other. They were grateful for where they were going. They were grateful for everything. I could have stayed on that plane and traveled around the world with them. It felt so good to be with them. And then it struck me that I had just received my final desire. Bora Bora was the last desire on my original long list. And the reason I was on that plane was before my very eyes. Gratitude.
Yeah. So what we're learning in this paragraph is that the more we are focusing on the dreams that we have written down, any of the wishes, as soon as we started thinking about them and then bringing a picture in our mind, will actually bring us closer to our dreams. So if you have written down, as the author has written, a destination, a vacation maybe that they wanted to do to Bora Bora. So if you have a desire like that, and you're not aware of where it is and how it would look, so do look it up on Google and find pictures. And obviously, we had in chapter 13, it was mentioned to create yourself a vision board. So those things are like tools that really help you to have those pictures and in your mind, that they will stick to you. At times, when we go shopping and we see a dress and we come home, we keep thinking about it back and forth because we saw something visually in front of our eyes. And that really makes a difference, because then you keep thinking about it, and then you actually go back in a day or two and then eventually buy that dress. Why? Because you made a picture, you have it now in your mind, and that's how, you're rather pushed to go and get it. So the dreams are similar. So when you have pictured it and have it on your mind, the more and more you spend time and looking at those things, that's what you're telling your subconscious mind about it, that this is what you want. And that is the power, and the gratitude obviously speeds up the process for you, that the more you're thinking about the good things, what you want in your life, that's which way you're going to go. And that is making that difference. So let's read further and see what are the practices we should be doing.
I've shared this story as an inspiration for you, because no matter how big your desires seem to be, you can receive them through gratitude. Even more than that, gratitude will bring a joy and happiness for life that you've never felt before. And that is truly priceless. From the time I began using gratitude and the law of attraction to the time I received my final desire on my original list was 4 years. To give you an idea of the enormousness of receiving all my desires in that amount of time, when I created my desire list, my company was $2 million in debt, and I had 2 months before I would be forced to shut it down and would lose my home and everything I owned. The money I owed on my personal credit cards was a small fortune. And yet, on my desire list was to own a big house overlooking the ocean, to travel to exotic places in the world, to have paid all my debts, to expand my company, to restore every relationship to the best it could be, improve the quality of my family's lives, to be 100% healthy again, and have unlimited energy and excitement for life, along with the usual list of material things. And my number one desire, which seemed like an absolute impossibility to many of the people around me, was to bring joy to millions of people through my work.
Yeah. So Rhonda Bryan, the author of this book, is now telling us what difficulty she may have faced, but she was very, very adamant how she had prepared her wish list. And there were things that normally we would think that that's not possible at all. And, you'll probably doubt yourself. But she was so sure, because she has now obviously earned it for herself, that she made her belief so much stronger in these practices that, even though she was in 2 million debt, but she still had a certain dreams of owning a certain home, or viewing the, the ocean, and having that business, and credit cards that were really under debt for so much more money. But it was her belief that kept her going. So that's what we have to increase on ourselves. If anywhere you're doubting your dreams, that, is this going to happen? Because we are not need to go into house. All we have to do, focus on what we really want, be it a home, be it a new car, being a new job, or anything like that, or any relationships that you may be struggling right now, but you would like it to be magically, transformed. You just have to really work on yourself, that you believe in these practices, that it will turn around for yourself, and not set a timeline. For her, like they're saying, it took her probably 4 years to achieve that. So she kept on going. You have to stick to being grateful at the little things that you already have today. So that is what will take us a long way, that we are practicing today, and you never know. It can happen tomorrow. It can happen a month. It may take a year or two to achieve any of your dreams that you've written down, but it will happen for sure. That's what I can guarantee, that it does happen for sure.
The very first desire that I received was bringing joy to millions of people through my work. The rest of my desires magically followed, and one by one, as they appeared before my very eyes, I crossed them off my list.
Yeah. So the line of before my very eyes is because you start visualizing. You have a picture, or you have seen it somewhere online. So now you start imagining the images in front of you of whatever your desire is. So that's exactly what the words mean, before my very eyes.
So now it's your turn to use gratitude's magical power to make your desires appear before your very eyes. At the start of the day, take your top 10 desire list that you created. Read through each sentence and desire on your list. And for 1 minute, imagine or visualize that you have received your desire. Feel as much gratitude as you can, as if you have it now.
Right. So this is the assignment for today, that you actually pick 10 of your desires, the top 10 desires. You may have listed more than that, but just use the 10, make a list of them, and then start visualizing, spending at least 1 minute. Obviously, you can go further more if it's a bigger dream that you have. So you may take more than a minute, so that's fine. But at least 1 minute should be spent on each of your desire to have that mind, like the picture in your mind, so you can visualize it easily. And then, you know, if you're not sure about it, then you need to go and look it up or create your vision board as well, which will help you to visualize more and more deeply.
Carry your desire list with you today in your pocket. On at least 2 occasions in the day, take out your list, read through it, and feel as much gratitude for each one as you can, as though you have received it.
So yeah, this is exactly like in chapter 13, it was said that you start feeling it as if it already has come true. So that's exactly, you need to feel. And, you know, the written list should be also in present tense, as if it already has been completed.
If you want your desires to come more quickly, I would highly recommend that you carry your desire list with you in your wallet or purse from this day forward, and whenever you have time, open it up, read through it, and feel as much gratitude as you can for each one. When your desires appear before your very eyes, cross them off your list and add more. And if you are like me, each time you cross a desire off your list, you will be in tears of joy, because what seemed impossible was made possible through the magical power of gratitude.
Right. So yes, so as they're asking us to carry that list, you can maybe take a picture even in your phone if you would like to do that, or if you want to write it in the memo area in your phone, in case if you forget your list to take along. So it definitely makes a great difference every time you look it up, and then at some point you'll notice that some of the other desire has come true already. It has already been fulfilled. So that feeling of joy, it's really you know, you can't explain really how she's saying that you feel tears of joy, and that really happens in many cases, depending on if what kind of desire. And the list is only there to remind you. All those listed items should be obviously on your mind already, but the more and more you read it, you are telling your subconscious mind to be aware and be in that zone of your wishes, that you want them to be fulfilled. If you're unable to like remember that, then obviously those wishes are not important to you. So every wish that you've written must be really important, and you would like them to be fulfilled at some point or the other. So that's something that you have to work on. And that is what, you know, what I meant in the beginning, that you have to make a structure for yourself. So this is a good way of remembering to do, you know, to do things for your way. So let's read the assignment as well, Bernard.
Magic practice number 22, titled Before Your Very Eyes. Number 1, count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for the blessing as you can. Number 2, at the start of the day, take your top 10 desire list that you created. Number 3, read through each sentence and desire on your list, and for 1 minute, imagine or visualize that you have received your desire. Feel as much gratitude as you can. And number 4, carry your desire list with you today in your pocket. On at least 2 occasions in the day, take out your list, read through it, and feel as much gratitude as you can. Number 5, just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you, for the best thing that happened during the day.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Bernard, for reading for us. And a quick reminder and a summary of this. So there's a 3-step assignment for today that you will actually carry the 10 top desire list with you. If you haven't created one, I would highly recommend that you actually go and write it out, either on computer or by hand. Either way, you can do that. And then you reread them and visualize the images. That's very, very important. That's a practice that we should all start doing. This is 1 minute spent. Eventually, we'll get to 8 minutes as well, that we are spending time in visualizing our dreams. And then the third one is that 2 other occasions, at least minimum 2 other times throughout the day, you look at your desire list and also feel grateful and, be in that zone of your visualization. And how would you feel once your desire has come true? So that's the assignment for today. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And if any questions or any sharings, I would be more than happy to assist here. Yes, Jignaji, go ahead.
Just wanted to clear one doubt. These 10 desires would be the ones which we write it in the morning, or the ones which we wrote in chapter number 13, the 10 wish list?
Yeah, it's a 10 wish list. The 10 in the morning are blessings that we write in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the 10 wish lists from 13.
Yeah, and I would like to share one experience. I had one of my wish as my family should start meditating with me. And I had also kept a picture of like me and my daughters meditating together, and me and my husband meditating separately, on different occasions. So like my husband has started meditating with me every night before he goes to sleep. Yeah, sometimes it is like that. Sometimes he is little tired, or he's upset, then he doesn't do, but generally he tries to do it every night with me.
Wow, great. Good going. Awesome. That's great news. Thank you so much for sharing. It's all your gratitude and your hard work that you have been putting in, and being consistent with all your assignments. So that's definitely, you'll see miraculous changes in your life for sure. So that's just the beginning. Thanks for sharing.
The credit also goes to you, because you explained us in such a nice way, and you keep us motivated by giving your own personal examples. So we feel, yes, if you can achieve, why can't we? So we consistently do it. Yes,
definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And that's why I'm here for, like I've practiced this on my own, and then eventually you see miracles in your life, and then you'll pass on this to your family, other friends, and spread the word. And definitely anybody can change their lives for sure.
Kenya, you can unmute yourself now.
All right. Thank you. You can hear me? Okay. I just wanted to share my experience since I've been quiet here.
Sure.
So when we started this practice, I just, would show up, listen, meditate, but not really practice on my own. But I've had an experience today that for the last couple of weeks, I've been experiencing a lot of anxiety related to different situations. And then yesterday, the practice for yesterday for writing down and having expected magnificent outcome, having practiced that today, and also I think the last 3 days actually, together with the gratitude, thank you, and the magical steps, plus the heart, focusing on the heart and saying thank you, have been really helpful. And for instance, today I had an exam, and so as I was studying last night, I was like, I'm going to stop fretting about this exam and just I expect thank you for this magnificent outcome with my exam. And it turns out my exam wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. And that was really nice. And one of the things that I have been top on my desires, even though I have not written them down physically, is being able to allow myself to be surrounded by a community of lovely people. And today I was around some friends I made last year, and I just realized all I need to do is to let people in, that it's, And that was just a realization I had today, because I've been struggling with connection. So, and also I just want to share that the practice of thank you is something I came across in 2014. And I've been practicing thank you on and off a lot of times. And I realized that anytime I have been committed to just being intentional around saying thank you throughout, something shifts. And then I think once something shifts, I get comfortable and I forget. I just like go back to normal. But now I'm more committed to being in the space of gratitude and, just like saying thank you over and over, because I find it helps bring one to a place of being very present with gratitude. I just wanted to share that, and I'm grateful. Thank you so much for.
Thank you.
For here.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's really lovely to hear that, because it's all about feelings. It's not even about. It is definitely, writing is an important integral part of these assignments, but eventually it's all about connecting with the universe and the feelings. Obviously, the more and more gratitude you add on, like you said for yourself, that the more and more thank yous you will add into your life, you will definitely notice a shift in your thoughts, and you're not allowing the negative thoughts to come in, because you're now filling them up with the positivity. So that's exactly how everybody should be practicing, and that's great that you're able to do that. I'm awesomely surprised and happy that the magnificent outcome really worked for you. And this is exactly what once people do it, and that's what the experience, they will also receive, that you will not feel any fear anymore, and magically it will turn it around. How you said that your exam was not as hard as you expected at the beginning. So that's amazing. So thank you so much for sharing and coming forward and sharing your experience with us. Great. Yes, Smitaji, go ahead.
I don't have a question anything to experience for today, but I have a question regarding yesterday's magnificent outcomes, because I had missed 2 days. I caught up with YouTube recordings and all. Mm-hmm. So I just want to find the difference between the assignment number 2 and 4 from yesterday. Just to find the fine distinction between the two. Why it's saying at the beginning of the day, choose 3 things or situations that are important to you where you want magnificent outcomes. That means it's something that you're looking forward to complete, right?
So this part is that you are already aware that something is already planned.
Okay, so you have a intended desire or wish to complete, or expecting something.
Yes, like if there's a plan that obviously that you have to go to work or you have to go to the office, that's something planned already, right? And or you're meeting a friend, that's something planned. Mm-hmm. So that's the first part. And then the second part was something that unexpected will come by, like a phone call can come, right? That you were not expecting, but the phone will ring and you're not sure. Sometimes we start worrying, who is this at this time, So that's something unexpected, okay. Or somebody will show up at your door. It's unexpected. Yeah. Okay.
So unexpected things that could be a matter of concern. That's what.
Yeah, because unexpected sometimes, if for example, I had said this yesterday, that the phone rings at an odd time. So at that time we start worrying, right? About who's calling at this time and why.
Okay. Okay, so even at that point, what are you doing then? Each time you close your eyes and mentally say,
yes, you will just say the magnificent outcome, the line that was given to us.
Okay,
yeah, in your mind. But the other one that you are already expected that will happen, you can write them down and be grateful for that before it actually happens, because you already are aware that this is going to come through the day.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. I wanted to practice this one from yesterday's spending. So just wanted to clarify. Thank you.
Definitely. Yeah. You should try that out. And definitely it makes miraculous changes, and you'll see it for yourself.
Yes. Thank you. And I feel great that the PSSM Canada Summit information came to me through WhatsApp randomly. I don't know. I had the seed of little, how people meditate, a seed of spirituality since like 2012, started watching Shivani, then did Vipassana, a whole circle. And then I ended up with PMC. Suddenly I got a WhatsApp call and I attended the 2-day summit. And since then, there's never I've never looked back. I've continued with my meditation more consistently and feel at peace, at calm, doesn't get affected by people's words, actions, nothing. So that's the great change in my perspective, definitely.
Amazing.
Thank
Great.
you.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing. Any more questions? Maybe in the
There is
chat.
a question in the chat. It's like 1 minute. I'll read it for you. Can I
Sure.
write one of my desire list as seeing my husband health to be at an optimal condition for right now? He's in a poor health, or the desire list is just for myself and what I want for myself as per in the book. This is
Sure.
Mohini's
Thank you.
question.
Yes, sure. Thank you for your question, Mohini ji. Yes, you can definitely wish good health for your husband. But when you're visualizing, do include yourself. Like maybe once he's feeling better, what would you be doing with him? You know, you maybe want to travel with him or going for any long walks. So do include yourself in that dream and not just focusing only on him. So that will be helpful that, you know, at that point, because we are still in the beginning stages. So you need to include yourself because it's a part of your dream that you would like him along with you to whatever you wish to do eventually when he's feeling better. And that way it will help you to include that he's obviously healthy. That's why he's able to travel with you. And you are also part of this journey as well. So I hope that helps you.
Smitaji, you can unmute yourself.
I missed out one thing to ask on my mind from the previous one. So Riyaji, when you say that we need to write down in present tense, so for example, I'm going to say that my family has good health instead of will have or shall have.
Yeah,
right?
Is in good health.
Not in the past tense, not in the future, but saying that
Present.
has good health, right? Something
Yeah,
like that.
has good or is in good health right now. Yeah.
Or
Is
if
in
I'm
good
saying something for, say, we receive something like that.
Yeah.
That's what you mean,
Yeah.
right? We receive something. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted
Like
to have
if
a
you're
clarity
on
because
vacation,
that
for
matters a
example,
lot, right?
you're on vacation and you're saying I'm having a great time being at Disney, for example, with my family. I am having a great time.
Okay. I never made a list of places that I wanted to visit, but I just made one, and then just I said that I visit such a place in March break next year, something like that, right? I visit, not visited, or will visit.
Yeah, I visit. Yeah.
I visit. Okay. Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Riyaji.
Thank you.
1 minute. There is one more question.
Sure.
Can I ask to universe for others' desires to make it happen? Seelam Pallaviji.
Yeah. That wouldn't be your wish list, but you can obviously spread the golden dust on everybody. And every morning that you can make it part of your morning blessings that you're wishing well to others every morning that you wake up. So in that way, definitely, because when we're doing our wishes, we need to be part of that. So it's not just spreading any goodness out there. So the wishes are more focused for us. Like I had mentioned to Mohini ji, that if it's about her husband or your children or anybody, family members, you wish them well, but you have to include yourself because that's easier to visualize and you participate in that desire. But when you're wishing well for others and you want the world to change, that way you can spread golden dust or sprinkle golden dust on everybody, and you can make it part of your morning blessings. I hope that helps.
Thank you, Riyaji, for being here consistently every day,
Thank you.
for clearing our doubts and making each and everything very easy to understand with all the examples that you give. And I would like to thank Bernard as well for being with us as a guest reader today. And I would hope that he joins us in future as well. And I would really like to thank Yesh as well for just sharing the PDF with us. Thank you all of you for joining every day, and lots of gratitude because you're giving group energy, you're contributing to the group energy, and you are being consistent with your assignments and being your every day. Yeah. Thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. In Swahili, we say asante.